Hi, it's tomorrow again. I got up this morning. Actually, before I even got out of the bed, I started getting visuals. I wasn't seeking it out, and I didn't go to sleep with anything in particular on my mind. I slept well, but I saw a Navy ship. Don't read too much into this because a lot of what I see is symbolism. But what confused me is when I saw PT and two numbers. I'm not going to say what the numbers were that I saw, but it was PT something. So I couldn't figure out what it was, so I Googled PT and I got anything from a medical abbreviation for prothrombin time, just all sorts of things that sort of went along with these initials. I also got a handgun that's slim, a PT blah blah blah. I'm sorry, PT, blah, blah, blah. And so I sort of was putting things together to figure out what this was. And I hate to feed you guys a half-eaten apple, but I really don't know what this means. It feels like it's sort of symbolism for something else. But when I get stronger vibes as to what this means, I'll be sure to share it with you guys. Right now, I have no idea, other than I see a Navy ship and it's sort of still in the water. And oh, one more thing. When I typed in Navy and PT. Do you guys, any older guys remember McHale's Navy when their boat was PT something and had some numbers behind it? Well, I got that. And then I found out that that's a rescue boat that they had on that show McHale's Navy. So I don't know if this has anything to do with the Navy ship that I saw. I have no idea. Don't read too much into it because I'm not even sure what it is. I just know I woke up seeing this symbolism. Also, I see that there could be some issues with children, some sort of daycare center issues. Be sure, if you're going to put your children in a daycare center, make sure you check everything out. I see that there could be a problem for someone who has their children in daycare. It won't be too hard to figure out. Just make sure that you're aware of the kind of setting that your children are in, especially a big daycare center. Just do some pop-up visits. What the heck? They shouldn't have a problem with that at all. Just pop up and see what's going on. Lastly, I get this question a lot. If you're so psychic, how come you don't know what the lottery numbers are? How come you can't predict lottery numbers? Let me tell you something. There's an old wives' tale that psychics can't predict lottery numbers for themselves. Well, that's not true. There's a method to finding out the strength in numbers, the numbers that are meant for you. Now, it's not an exact science, and as a matter of fact, numerology is just like psychic readings is all considered pseudoscience. We're a long ways away from perfecting this, but I can guarantee you, if you don't look for the numbers, let the numbers find you. I know that sounds so ridiculous, but it's true. You could be walking down the street or driving your car down the highway, or, well, hopefully you're paying attention if you're driving your car, or even walking down the street. But you could have something on your mind like, how do I pay this bill? Or how do I get the money to do this or to do that? How do I make ends meet? Sometimes when you're thinking that, subconsciously, you'll see the number that you need. You'll sometimes see it over and over again. As I said, you could be walking down the street and you happen to look up and there's a train and there's three numbers there. I suggest those numbers are meant for you to see. If you're seeking the numbers out, it doesn't work at all. But if you just happen to look up and you see these numbers, especially when it happens 3 times. You know that saying that says things happen in threes? There's a lot of truth to that. So yes, you can predict your lottery numbers. It takes a lot of practice. And I, for one, am trying to practice. This is tomorrow again. I'm wishing you guys the best of the best, and I'm sending you love, light, and the best wishes possible. Hang in there. Hang in there. All is well. Wishing you the best. This is tomorrow again.